Join me for my tour of Newcastle as someone who works in the adult industry. This time I packed all my food before leaving. I've got dinners, milk, some much needed electrolytes, and some much needed other forms of hydration. I've got veggies, porridge, bananas, and some snacks. It's time to say goodbye to my beautiful angel Ava and also my little devil boy Moritz. And then I'm on the road. Here's a bit of a view of some Aussie landscape for you. I've got about 90 minutes until my first booking, so I get in and get straight to work, setting up the workroom how I like it, unpacking all of my stuff. I am an unpacker, getting all the important tools ready, making sure it smells nice, it looks nice, it feels nice, and everything's good to go. Put all my food in the fridge. And now I'm putting on some makeup while I've got the first episode of Heartstopper playing on my laptop because I think my niece is going to have a nervous breakdown if I don't watch it. I had done my hair that morning, so it didn't really need anything done to it, thankfully. It's day one and I'm ready for booking one. This is an hour and a half with somebody I have seen once before, my last time in Newcastle. So looking forward to seeing them again. Booking number one is done. We did a lot of pegging, which I thoroughly enjoy, but my legs feel like jelly and I suspect I'll probably be quite sore tomorrow. Oops. I just grabbed some dinner and now I'm ready for booking number two, which is a 2-hour with a man who I have seen, I think, every single time I've come to Newcastle. So quite a few times. Those of you who have watched a lot of these might be aware that I often don't take a booking on the first day of a tour. I certainly try not to take two. But here we are. I mean, it's okay because the drive to Newcastle is not like too much travel, but I definitely will be sleeping well tonight. Day one is done and I am very sleepy. It's 10:30 now and I'm in bed. So that was 3.5 hours of bookings and 3 hours of driving. Plus we only just had daylight savings changeover. So I had an hour stolen away from me the other day that I will get it back in a few months. But so I'm just a little bit extra tired at the moment. Oh man. Good morning. Sadly, my first client today, so booking number 3, had to cancel. And it is sad because it's somebody that I haven't seen for ages. And we get along really well and we just like have a good time together. So I was super looking forward to catching up with him. So that is a bummer, but it did mean that I went back to sleep and got a couple of hours more sleep. And that was kind of a win. So I really need to actually get out of bed now. Squeezed in a little bit of much needed admin time. Okay, so booking that was supposed to be number 4, but I guess is now booking number 3, is a half hour with a guy I've seen heaps of times before, pretty much I think always for half an hour. And the request was to wear my pajamas. So I'm pretty into that. Lunch. Okay, I'm not ready for my next one yet. I am just waiting for Bo Whiteley to come over because we are doing a threesome. Today was originally going to be a 3 threesome day, which is the correct amount of threesomes to have on any given day, but it's just going to be a twofer instead. But she's on her way over here, and then once she gets here, I'll find out what she's wearing and then put on something that's a bit cute, matchy or whatever. I haven't even showered or anything, but once she gets here, I will get myself all sorted. So that is going to be a 3-hour booking with a mutual client of ours who I've seen almost every time, if not every time that I've come to Newcastle. So that was lovely, except we did have a bit of a whoopsie. And there was blood involved, and actually not just one person's blood. There were multiple people's blood involved. One of those people was me, but I'm fine. I might do a little story time on that at another time. Oh, I just bit my tongue. Oh my Lord. Okay, but I am ready for booking number 5, which is an hour and a half with a couple, a man and a woman. I've not met them before. Apparently they have done this before though, so they're not total noobs. Yeah, looking forward to it. So second threesome of the day. Yes. Hopefully this one has less blood. Whew, it was a good time. I'm going to keep this closed. That was, yeah, very good time. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty tired, but I've just got one more for today. It's 1 hour with somebody who I've seen plenty of times. We get on really well. So it'll be a good vibe. Good morning. It's day 3. I absolutely crashed last night. So I did not, oh Lord, did not do an update. Today is so many things. I'm horrendous at dates, so I never know these things until other people tell me. But it's my dad's birthday, which means it's also my partner and I's anniversary. And yesterday was Maury's second birthday. Happy birthday, little boy. And Sunday was the anniversary of my husband and I getting married. Oh, which we don't celebrate that as our anniversary anyway. But just many big things in a few days. I mean, not really, because I don't really do much for any of them, but I do have to remember to contact my dad. Today, I have an 8-hour booking with somebody I've seen a bunch of times. We'll probably go get some lunch and do a variety of things, including fun time. And my lord, I need to wake up and go and get myself ready for that because I'm, as you can tell, still very sleepy. And day 3 is finished, and also my tour is finished. So I only had the one booking today, given it was an 8-hour booking that maxed out my booking system because I usually have a cap at either 4 bookings or 8 hours, depending on whichever one gets hit first. But I also often make exceptions, but that's supposed to be the limit. So anyway, so now it's time just for me to pack up, and then I'm going to go home tonight because that is the joy of going somewhere where I don't have to get a plane. It means if I want to leave early and if I can leave early, then I do. And then I get an extra night in my own bed, which is very nice. Oh, light, sorry. The 8 hours today was really lovely. We had such a great time. For lunch, we went to Zeus Street Greek. I think that's what it's called. It's just like a fast food place with Greek, like street food. And it was so good. And now I need to find out where their other locations are because it was just like hit all of the spots. Some facts for you to accompany the drive home. This was my 54th tour ever and my 9th to Newcastle. I worked for 2.5 days, stayed there for 2 nights, but I had the place booked for 3 nights. I had 8 pre-bookings and 7 bookings that ended up going ahead. I spent 18.5 hours in bookings and 5 hours on the road.